Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ace here, time for another lovely video. Quick topic here, just to get out of the way, an update on the Miiverse. You can now post up to 200 characters long. Woohoo! I think it should just be 250, but whatever. Let's move on to the more interesting subjects on this video. The main subject we're going to get into here is, this is actually what brought me to do a video talking about this, but Sakurai goes into some details about Smash Bros. 3DS, how it was necessary to evolve the series, and how he goes on to say, blah blah blah, that at one point they were considering only doing Smash Bros. On the 3DS, no Wii U version at all, which pretty much 99.9999% of the population thinks that would have been a fucking stupid idea. Now, I've heard people say, if they're going to do this, if they would even consider making a console game, move over to the handheld, why wouldn't they do the other way around and bring Pokemon, the console or the handheld game, to the console side? Now there are Pokemon games on consoles, but they mean the main main Pokemon series. People need to get it through their head. Game Freak makes Pokemon. Nintendo publishes it. Nintendo, even though I don't think Nintendo wants to, it's Game Freak's decision, and they've said it time and time again, that the handheld versions, the main Pokemon series, will remain on handhelds. Think about it, people. It was called Pocket Monsters originally. Can you fit a home console in your pocket? No, you can't. Anyway, that's not the main thing. The main topic, I should say, of this video is Nintendo, while they still are making, AAA games, best in the business, you can't even really argue that. The issue is Nintendo seems to be having issues making decisions that a lot of people aren't pleased with, are confused with, that come out of nowhere, and people are just left in the dark. Nintendo's always been a mysterious company. They've always had their secrets, and they've liked their secrets, and to be keeping everyone in the dark, that's never going to change, and that's fine. But the thing is, Nintendo seems to be changing behind the scenes, business-wise. Now, I don't want this video to go on and on and on and on and on and on for like 20 minutes of me just babbling about every little detail. But let's just try and think up a few things here. Smash Bros. Being a 3DS only game? No. That would have been stupid. The lack of online using when you have a good online system now. For example, Mario Kart 8 and Smash Bros. Will have online, of course, but that's basically the only AAA Nintendo game we know that has online. We know Wonderful 101 has multiplayer. I fucking hope has online as well as local, but I don't know how local would work because I don't know how you could control different groups with only one gamepad and Wii Remote, so maybe that is, unless that's the first game that's going to be where you can use more than one gamepad, but regardless. Hopefully Wonderful 101 has online, but even so, that's not Nintendo made, that's a Nintendo exclusive, but not a Nintendo game. So Nintendo, you have a good online now, the Wii U's online in a Nintendo Network. What is the deal? Why do you not use it? That is the question. Mario Kart 8 will have it. Smash Bros. Will have it. Games like, Mario Party. I mean, we haven't seen a Wii U one yet, but Mario Party on the 3DS. Please, put frickin' online on that. Seriously. That's the one key factor that would literally add so much more replayability to Mario Party. Because for people like me, who, before I moved long ago, not really long ago, well, yeah, I guess it was nearly a year ago now. Back then I had some people that I could play with or whatever, and, we would be like, oh, new Mario Party, let's play it for a bit. And every once in a while, like once a week or whatever, we'd get together and we'd play, and that'd be fine. But for people who don't have people at that close of range to play local with, you're pretty much forced to play Mario Party by yourself. And Mario Party is not really meant to be a single-player game. It has its single-player mode, whatever. But after you've beaten it, and you've unlocked all the mini games, you lose interest. If you add online, if you take advantage of the Nintendo Network, then frickin' Mario Party will have a longer life. Now, what was the next game I was going to discuss? Super Mario 3D Land, or World, I should say. Super Mario 3D World. Again, Nintendo's all about, oh, we're having co-op in the 3D Mario, it's exciting, it's new, it's an innovative thing, blah blah blah. Yes, it was, and I called it, and I totally guessed co-op would be the thing. But online, please. Seriously, is that so difficult to drive into your skull, Nintendo? Yes, you're old-fashioned. Yes, you're still partially stuck in the 1990s. But what was the point in creating the Nintendo Network if you are not going to use it? Like, personally, I'm not getting 3D World. Why? Because no goddamn online. If 3D World was the launch game instead of New Super Mario Bros. U, then I would have got it. But 2 Mario games on an HD, good online Nintendo system, back to back, that don't actually take advantage of having an online? But this time, I don't know if they can do a patch later on where they want to just poof, flick a switch and now you got online. If they do, then I'll change my mind and I'll get the game. Otherwise, I'm just going to watch people on YouTube do Let's Plays. Oh, speaking of which, I should mention, supposedly Nintendo has decided to reverse their decision with the whole YouTube Let's Play taking people's revenue from Let's Players who play Nintendo games. I still don't fully know how that works, seeing as soon as you upload a Nintendo-related video, like gameplay that is, it instantly gets hit by the match third-party content, so I'm pretty sure you can't monetize it anyway. Anyway, it's still good. Nintendo, good job. I'll give you a high five on that. You listen to your fans, and that's what you should do more often. So moving on to the next thing, Nintendo, with their IPs and whatnot, I'm getting sick, I'm not the only one, of just Mario, 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 Mario. I know there's people out there who want new IPs. That's not what I'm talking about. Because I personally, if new IPs come, whatever, fine, that's great. I don't care if they do, I don't care if they don't. I'm going to focus on old IPs that have just been completely forgotten about and just need to come back. It's that simple. And of course, if you've been watching my videos, you know already where I'm going with this. Star Fox. One of my all-time favorite video game franchises, period. Ever since Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, I've been a fan. I mean, Star Fox Commando is the only one I hated, but I think most people just brush that aside and it's like, we don't talk about that. F-Zero. Honestly, wasn't really too big of a fan of it until GX. It was alright, whatever, it's not bad. But with GX, my god, that took off. That was amazing. Sega did a fantastic job. People want these IPs back. Hell, people want a frickin' Ice Climbers. I've heard of that. I've heard people talking on the Miiverse. How about an Ice Climbers? Sure, why not? I say go for it. I mean, what did it take 20 years for Kid Icarus to get revived? This year was the 20th anniversary of Star Fox. And 3 years now, for 3 years, since 2010 to now, Platinum Games has said openly, via Twitter, interview, whatever, they would love to do Star Fox. Now, I originally wanted Retro Studios to do Star Fox. But Retro Studios, you're dead to me now. You had your chance, you fucking blew it. And I swear to God, if you make a third Donkey Kong game after this Tropical Freeze, then you literally have gone the way of Rareware. I don't care if you agree with me. I don't care if you disagree with me. That's that. Let Platinum Games do Star Fox. Sega has even said, well, yeah, if we could come to a deal with Nintendo, we would do F-Zero. Yet Miyamoto, who I did this in another video, says they would rather not outsource their games to other developers. They'd rather handle it internally. and they know people want it, but they aren't going to do it now because they don't know how to innovate it further. They don't have any good ideas to really revolutionize the game. Nintendo. See, now here we're kind of getting back on track of where I was going with this. Where they're going all over the place, kind of losing their focus business-wise and everything. They seem to think that every single game of theirs has to be a revolutionary, huge, big fucking success. Wrong. Here's what you do, Nintendo. You listen to your fans, like with the whole YouTube situation. You listen for a while, 6 months to a year or so. And whatever the majority of your fans want, you try to give them. Because without your fans, I've said this time and time again, and this is like getting to be my catchphrase, Nintendo, the one thing you can't defeat is your own fan base. Without us, you're nothing. Without you, the Nintendo fans are nothing. It's a coin here. You're one half of the coin, we're the other half. If half of a coin doesn't exist, the coin is useless. So you say you can't do Star Fox and F-Zero because you want to do it yourself, but you don't have any ideas. Yet fans have ideas. Other companies have ideas, like Platinum Games. You don't need to innovate dramatically every single game. Games like F-Zero, add frickin' online, 30 to 32 player online, frickin' customize your own vehicle, your own, I don't even know what the hell they're called, your racer, whatever you want to call it, the Blue Falcons and all that. Star Fox, I mean, all we need with, I forgot, all we need with F-Zero is the online, HD graphics, new courses, some new characters maybe introduced into the F-Zero franchise. The story mode doesn't even need to be good, honestly. GX had a decent story mode, it was fine. It's a frickin' racer game. Star Fox, on the other hand, I myself have had dozens of ideas for what Star Fox could be like on the Wii U. Everything from I would like space missions to be on rail, land missions to be on foot, Star Wolf beats you for once, because, I'm kind of a fanboy of Star Wolf. He's my favorite Star Fox character. Anyway. What else? 4-player co-op online, and I'm getting sick of that frickin' screen going dim on me there. Anyway, 4-player online co-op. Again, there's with your fucking Nintendo Network, using the gamepad as your in-cockpit mode, whatever you want to call it, like first-person view where you're looking through your window into space when you're on rails. I don't know. Think about it. Having an online mode on Star Fox would be amazing as well. Think of Star Fox Assault, which I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, it didn't sell very well, maybe that means it wasn't very good. Screw that. It had a good concept, wasn't executed the best it could have been, but it was still incredibly fun. Still my personal, Star Fox 64 and Star Fox Assault are my two favorite Star Fox games. So my point is, Nintendo, you're making decisions behind the scenes here that the casual person just doesn't know about. But your loyal Nintendo dedicated fans from the NES days and onward, or if you were Super Nintendo or N64 onward or whatever, we do the research. We know you have games locked in your closet that's more like a bank vault, actually, and you just don't want to let anyone frickin' touch them. You need to start thinking a little bit differently, Nintendo. Now, I'm not telling you, spit out like a Star Fox game every year, spit out a frickin' Zelda game every year, Metroid, all that. No. I'm still perfectly fine with having I guess technically 2 Zeldas per console. Usually one's doesn't really count, it's not the true one per system, but whatever. The main Mario game, a Metroid game, I'm fine with having 1 per system, that's fine. I'm not saying spit one out rapidly. But I'm saying, if people out there, good qualified developers like Platinum Games, want to help you and have ideas, you know it's paid off for you in the past. Let them do it again. Now I had another quick thing I wanted to throw in here about behind the scenes, but I can't remember what it was. Oh well, whatever. Let's just quickly flip over to the last article here I wanted to add, which was Activision says that they want Nintendo to be successful with the Wii U. And then they go on to say blah blah blah, like, oh yeah, we've supported them with Call of Duty crap, blah blah blah, Skylanders, whatever, blah blah blah. But they Activision has been getting a bit of hate from Nintendo fans, mainly because, oh, they do Call of Duty, they make that every year, blah blah blah. No, 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 no. You people need to learn. Activision does not make Call of Duty, they publish Call of Duty. Yes, I hate Call of Duty. It sucks. It's a terrible game. That's my opinion. If you like it, that's fine, whatever. Just don't try to make me like it, because I will fucking knock you out. But people need to learn Activision is a publisher, like EA, although they're much better than EA. So my point is with Activision, while they aren't as good as they used to be in like the N64 days with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, I love that game, the blue cartridge, that was amazing. And like I think even the GameCube days they were pretty decent. But anyway, Activision doesn't deserve all the hatred from Nintendo fans. They're not the best publisher, they're not the worst. Even though I personally am not a huge supporter of Activision, I do respect some of their history and some of their decisions. Business-wise, you can't argue that the whole, publishing Call of Duty every year is good business-wise. It makes them money. And as I've said before, if you're in the gaming industry for just money, then you're in it for the wrong reasons. That's if you're a developer. If you're a publisher, that's literally your job, your whole purpose. So yes, Activision is good business-wise. But they've also proven, every once in a while, that they do have a brain. And the most recent time was they proved that they have a brain was when they partnered up with Bungie, who is basically, in my opinion, the only good developer that was on the Xbox 360 that was with Microsoft. Now that they've left, I don't really think that there's anything worthwhile on the Xbox One. I mean, Halo 5 and 6, the campaigns will be good, but everything else, that'll be shit. But that's off topic. Activision says they want Nintendo to be successful with Wii U. Here's what you do. And I don't want to hear this Call of Duty Black Ops 2 bullshit on the Wii U. I don't care. Don't care. Activision, you want the Wii U to be successful? Bring your biggest gun to the Wii U. Destiny on Wii U equals profit. Would anyone literally be like, oh, if I have a Wii U and I see Destiny, I'm not going to get it? I don't think so. I mean, unless there's people that just don't like the whole space shooter games. But especially for the hardcore, as I use quotation marks, I mean, it's your biggest gun right now, Activision. Put it on Wii U. It's going to be on frickin' PS4. I don't think PS3. It's going to be on Xbox 360. It's going to be on Xbox One, which really Microsoft doesn't deserve it, especially after how they treated Bungie. Haven't said if it's going to be on PC yet. Haven't said if it's on Wii U yet. I'm pretty sure if it's on Wii U or PC, it'll be on Wii U, vice versa. Plus, there was that text message in the first vidoc of Destiny where the Bungie employee was texting his friend saying, "My body is ready. My body is ready." Can't even talk. That's a frickin' Nintendo line right there. That's Reggie's line. There's no way that was just, poking at the Nintendo fans, being like, "Oh, we're gonna tease you." I mean, come on, put it on the Wii U. It's a game that works perfectly with a gamepad. Oh, I remember now, actually. I'm going to backtrack here. This was the other subject for Nintendo's kind of lackluster decisions. The gamepad itself. It's great. Best controller ever. Don't disagree with that. But Nintendo claimed when the Wii U was coming out that it will revolutionize, and here we go with that revolutionize and innovate thing again, that it will, improve upon gaming in general, yet we haven't really seen games take any full advantage of the said revolution. Now, for me personally, it's not a huge issue, because for me, being able to play full console games like Zelda HD when that comes out, Smash Bros, Mario Kart 8, that type of thing, playing that off TV with the off TV play, that's my biggest innovation for me. Like, that's my biggest wow. I love the full handheld game, or I mean full console game, in the palm of my hand. But that's not to say that there's other people that don't want more. And I mean, yeah, I'll take more. I can't really think what else I would really like with the gamepad, but it's like what I've said with Star Fox in the cockpit mode, or maybe like with Mario Kart 8, being able to like have it as a rear view mirror so you can see behind yourself, something like that. Other than that, I mean, there's plenty of other decisions Nintendo has done that have gotten mixed reactions, and I actually just had another one in my mind, but I just fucking lost it. It'll be interesting to see where Nintendo goes with their next batch of systems, seeing as they supposedly want to have the same architecture. Maybe that means there'll be you can play like the handheld games with the console and the console games on the handheld. I don't know. But my point is that Nintendo needs to try. I don't know if harder is the word, but better. They need to try a different approach. They need to mix it up. Spin around in a circle, randomly stop pointing in a direction, and just go that direction and see what happens. Nintendo wanted to go after the hardcores. You got the loyalists, the hardcore Nintendo loyalists, to buy the system at launch. I mean, there's still more they're holding off. There's people like me who have bought pretty much every Nintendo system there is. I love you, Nintendo. Your games are still the best. But you need to try harder. Oh, third party, that's actually what it was. Ugh, I keep having to stall out this video, or drag it on. But third party, not personally a huge issue with me, because most people know you buy a Nintendo console for Nintendo games. But we do need some more third party. Nintendo needs to try just a little harder just to get not all of them, because that's just unnecessary, but pick a few here and there. We're talking Bungie's Destiny, which I've already talked about. There's a lot of people that want freaking GTA 5. I don't, but whatever, put it on there. I had one other main third-party game, but I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, Namco Bandai, get them aboard. Make a Tales of Symphonia 3, please, and thank you. I absolutely adore the Tales games. And that was another little story, is that Namco Bandai said that they have not a single project in the works for the 8th generation, besides helping on Smash Bros. I don't know why Namco would do that. I mean, it's like, unless literally their entire force at Namco is helping to make Smash Bros. But I doubt it, because they're still making games for PS3 and Xbox 360. So once again, my point is, Nintendo, you just need to try something new. You need to mix it up. You need to address these issues. Oh yeah, now I remember the other issue I had. Where's our party chat on Wii U, Iwata? You said before the Wii U came out that it would not be at launch. That was fine. You said, don't worry, it'll be there at some point. But all these features, Miiverse on 3DS, where is it? Party chat really should be coming to the Wii U by the end of the year, roughly by the time the Xbox One and the PS4 launch. Miiverse on the 3DS. That should be coming, I would hope, no later than August. I don't know what's taking them so long. Maybe it's the fact that the 3DS has an insane amount of library. Like, it has a huge mass library, and there's just so many communities they'd have to add. I don't know. But Nintendo, you're starting to slip a little. You've been slipping for a little while. You haven't actually fallen yet, but you are wobbling back and forth in an insane breeze that's just threatening to push you over. Now, you're not going to break, you're not going to fail, because that's physically impossible with Nintendo. But you can have a repeat of the GameCube era, which I don't consider a fail. There's some that do. But in order, how do I phrase this? You could potentially easily miss out on an easy amount of freaking profit, an easy amount of fans, a new fan base, an improved fan base, just by making the stupidest decisions. So please, Nintendo, not only I, but every Nintendo fan out there, just change the whole formula up a little bit, listen to your fans, and that's really all I got to say with this video. This video's been long enough, 26 minutes. This is Original Blood Ace. As always, stay tuned for more videos.